This is the last one before we get to contemporary. And this is our veranda post from Aloe Avise. Aloe Avise was one of the most famous sculptors among the Yoruba in Nigeria. And he worked for 3 different kings. He worked from about 1875 till 1938. And again, this is proof that we can identify a specific artist's style within a regional style, just like we saw with Kuba and those Ndop figures. All right. The palaces of the Yoruba are built around courtyards, kind of like what we see with Romans. And so here they are in Sutu, and we can talk about different themes that you see in veranda posts that have to do with men of honor, ideal women, kingship and gender. The thing about Aloe Avise is that his figures are often elongated, that they are often asymmetrical, and that they project beyond the capital. So if you look at the width of the capital up there at the top, this guy's sticking way out there. That's his trademark. He makes these wonderful, active, high-relief works. And if we want to talk about this one in particular, we can talk about gender imbalance, because what we're looking at is a king. We can tell that because of the little pointed crown he has on there. And behind that is his wife. His wife is much, much bigger. And we have this interesting balance between overt power, human power, political power, and covert, understated spiritual power and authority. Females in Yoruba, especially older women, are viewed as being very spiritually vital and powerful and have the ability to either bring good or trouble to the community if they aren't being honored. And collectively, the spirit of women and elder women are known as our mothers. And our mothers are represented by birds. You can see up on the top of his crown. Pretty much every crown that you're going to see from a Yoruba king is going to have birds attached to the top to show respect and to show honor to the gender that brings balance, that covert spiritual authority that looms above his earthly political power. And in fact, when a new Oba takes the throne, his wife is the one who places the crown on his head. And that's significant because that crown, if you look at the inside, it's packed with medicine, with stuff. And that stuff comes into contact with his head, and he becomes something different. It transforms him. The Yoruba have a belief that comes from Ife. Remember, we talked about Ife, the ancient culture in Nigeria, that is the root of many of the modern cultures. There's a belief that you have 2 heads, the Ori Inu and the Ori Ade. The Ori Inu is your inner head. It's your spiritual essence. Ori Ade is what you look like. It's your face. And what you're doing here is those medicines are coming into contact with your Ori Inu, with your inner self, and it's transforming you into something else. And if we look at one of our Yoruba kings wearing that crown with the birds on it, you can see that it quite literally transforms him because it has a veil. You don't see his face, you see the office of kingship. Literally transforms the individual. All right.